Well, my name's Carrie Ann Randall, and I'm 21 years old, and I am playing Letta and Jen.
My name is Guy Shafts. I play Howard, the Willie Loman's boss in the play.
My name is Meredith Bell Alvarez, and I am playing the woman.
Hi, I'm Tony Sciarvino, and I am playing Bill.
Well, becoming a part of the show was exciting. I finished the show in Kerrville. Wanted to do some more, exciting, challenging work, and so I sent my resume and headshots to what I thought were the best 3 theaters in San Antonio. And luckily for me, luckily for me, somebody had, because of family reasons, had to leave the show the day before, and so I was able to come and audition for Jim, and was able to fill the role of Howard. So it worked out well for, I think, all parties involved.
I keep my approaches similar to every show that I do, and it's really trying to dig into the honesty of the character. And this one is incredibly challenging because the character has a ton of backstory, but none of it's actually spoken in the play. She's a memory, she's a flashback, and she has a very crucial piece of the puzzle that you learn as the play unfolds. And so I just approached her, I created the backstory for myself. I thought about her, who she was, what she did, where she lived, ins and outs, what my day was like, and I went through all of the details. Then what meeting Willie Loman meant to her, and then just created it for myself and moved forward.
This play in particular is really personal to me. There's a lot that I identify within this play beyond just this part, but specifically as it relates to this part. That conflict between father and son is very something I really get, the need to impress your dad, that desire to have his approval, so that's sort of the hook for me, really. It's that simple.
Well, what's fun about it is that I don't have any context clues. I don't really have anyone that says anything about me to base anything off of, so I got to kind of create my own person, which was really interesting. I got to create her own life based on what I wanted her to be and what I think she should be, and her fears, her bad stuff too as well, of course.
It's a little bit smaller, it's a little more intimate. There wasn't a real intimacy at Jumpstart, but this feels more intimate. It's taken some getting used to because I really love that space over there. However, I will say that what's been nice about it is getting to work on the set from day one. Not having the space to ourselves really has allowed us to kind of figure out all the kinks and work things out and just sort of be at home in it. When we founded the theater, we wanted to do classic plays up close and personal, where you knock the dust off of these plays and try to remember what made them great to begin with, and bring that out. That's what this space is going to be really great for.
I do like the new space. I do. It's all hard. The old space was beautiful. It was wonderful. The theater was meant to be done in that space, so I'm very upset that they were evil. Is that allowed to be said on camera? But I do love this space. I actually think the Classic's done a wonderful job here. I did a show here a couple months ago, and the renovations have been wonderful. Seeing more seats, seeing it getting bigger, great improvements. And I actually think it's going to be a fabulous space for this type of show, because being such a huge piece that's known in so many cities, I mean, this show's done at the Goodman, it's done at Steppenwolf, it's done in huge stages to hundreds of people, and we're giving San Antonio the opportunity to see it in a house of 60. Just how it's meant to be seen. Very intimate. Everybody that's in that audience is going to feel like they're a part of this family.
I mean, I've been in theaters similar to this. The difference with this place and other places I've been, I'm new to this area. I moved here from Chicago about 2 years ago. One, the actors, the caliber of the talent. I mean, just walking in, you can tell. Just the language that the director uses is like, oh God, thank God I'm here. And then also, you can just tell that the audience is going to be expecting that. We're not the only show in town, and so it brings me up to the occasion, the actors that are here, and then also knowing the expectation of the theater, this being the first show in this space, people are going to be watching that. So it's exciting to be a part of it.
I have actually, most of my performances have been in a space similar to this, and I like it because of the intimacy. It's everyone's kind of up in your face. I mean, we're gonna have people on the ground, like we can't step on them obviously, but they're gonna be up close and personal. And what's great about that is they pick up on the little things as opposed to a main stage where, as wonderful as it is, it's hard to see just those little tiny like things in your eye or like the little movement of your mouth that can say so much in conversation.
Coming to see the show for the first time, I would say you can expect a 100% honest portrayal. Jim has been fabulous with his direction. Having such a smaller part in the show, it's been wonderful to be here and watching Alan and Terry and Tony and John just light up the stage every night and find the discoveries. It's truly an incredibly talented cast, and I'm just honored to be part of it.
I think that they'll be surprised by the humor in it, because, you know, with a title like Death of a Salesman, you come in expecting, oh boy, this is going to be pretty heavy, and it's certainly sad. I mean, there's plenty in it that's going to be just gut-wrenching for people to watch, but there's so much love in this play, and so much humor. Hopefully they'll be surprised by that.
I mean, they're going to get to see up close and personal what life is like for these people, as opposed to something a little more grand and maybe even exaggerated. This is real life, and what's wonderful about this play is that you read it and you have your own perspective, but I mean, Jim's outlook on it has fit in with everyone else's, and it's definitely not something to miss.
I've seen Death of a Salesman before, you know, and I've seen it done a bunch of different ways, and this way is different than the other ways I've seen it, you know what I mean? And it's still great, you know, and it's still just a different way to do it. So I'm really excited to be a part of the process and the team, and I look forward to the finished product.
I think that audiences can expect a powerful rendition of an American classic, and that's actually what I think Classic does. Every show that I've seen with Classic or been a part of now has been just top-notch.